PHMSA Title 49 Transportation, Pipeline Safety, Ashley Vogel, LOGM 229, Transportation Operations, Professor Cullen, date 11/27/2024. The Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration, or PHMSA, regulates safe and secure movement of hazardous material in all modes of transportation, as stated on phmsa.gov. However, today we will be strictly discussing pipeline safety. The Office of Pipeline Safety is a part of PHMSA, which carries out safety concerning natural gas and hazardous liquid pipeline transportation system, as referenced on phmsa.gov. We will be discussing some of those regulations regarding federal safety standards for pipelines and guidelines for transporting hazardous materials. RF.gov 2024, the Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration has a code of regulation concerning pipeline safety, and it's outlined in detail in Title 49 Transportation, Chapter 1, Subchapter Pipeline Safety. Within this document, in Part 190 to 199, it's specific to pipeline safety, ranging from general safety procedures, annual reporting, response plans, protection for underground pipelines, regulations for grants/aid, drug and alcohol testing for operators. A few we will be highlighting today will include 192 to 193 and 195. 192 and 193 is in regards to federal safety standards regarding transportations of natural and other gas, liquefied natural gas facilities, while 195 discusses the regulations of hazardous liquid pipeline. Safety standard for natural gas pipeline rules effects was a chosen regulation because it discusses safety standards for the transportation of natural gas and pipelines to minimize risks, provide protection, and ensure safe operations. It further discusses regulations and standards which lead into the distribution and storage of natural gas, those basic requirements that are associated with that, and the qualifications for the operators, and how they manage risk assessments to prevent those issues. It reviews the material and designs to detail the construction of natural gas materials and equipment used, like pressure gauges and specific welding requirements as detailed on ecfr.gov. Operations is all about inspections and maintaining the equipment, as well as making sure the pressure is staying in spec. ecfr.gov also goes into testing and emergency sections, which discusses how they do in-depth pressure testing, testing prevention of corrosiveness, and details their use of preventative measures to prevent failures, and then they lay out a response plan in case something escalates. Liquefied natural gas facilities, federal safety standards, rules, and effects was a chosen regulation because it discusses regulations for standards regarding liquefied natural gas facilities that handle, store, and transport to minimize risks and promote safety. Some of the plans and procedures it details regulations such as general requirements, natural gas transmission, distribution, and storage of material as stated on ecrf.gov. Location and design is a big one. It discusses the location requirements for liquefied natural gas. Because of its high flammability, it can be a huge risk to communities and in the environment, according to Congressional Research Service. This also goes into detail about the specific materials and requirements as stated by ecrf.gov. Operations goes over the type of daily operational tasks, training and certifications to handle the equipment, and maintenance requirements. ecrf.gov goes over inspections and emergencies that review the safety inspections to monitor NG procedures in case of emergencies and hazard protection prevention, like early detection and fire safety. 195, Transportation of Hazardous Liquids, Rules and Effects. This was a chosen regulation because it discusses the safety standards for the transportation of hazardous liquids that could be damaging to the environment and public if handled incorrectly. There are structural requirements included, like how to construct pipelines for transportations of hazardous waste, types of materials, and the integrity that goes into that. It goes over the inspection requirements for testing and detecting leaks, ways to monitor pipeline safety, and how to maintain those procedures. Some of the things in the qualification section go into the details about the type of training and certifications required for operating equipment. ECRF.gov also covers the operational procedures, which reviews typical emergency responses and incident reporting. For you of what we kind of discussed, PHMSA was put in place to handle safety and regulation of transportation, and specifically the Office of Pipeline Safety carries out safety concerns for the pipeline transport. Pipeline transportation has rigorous requirements to ensure safety requirements are met and maintained. They're necessary for the protection of the environment and to protect society. We've learned that Title 49 Transportation Chapter 1, Subchapter Pipeline Safety is an extensive overview of the plans and procedures to address pipeline safety, ranging from the natural gas, liquid gas, and hazardous liquid material.